Okay guys, so what I am quickly learning is I would love to do these bath time talks because I feel like I'm kind of raw and able to be more open and honest, and like I'm not doing anything, so why not? But every time I do one, I end up flashing y'all something I really don't want to show y'all. So I'm going to try and do this one and see if I can get through without having to delete it. I think I've deleted like 6, and these are like earth-shattering conversations that I'm trying to have with y'all that it's just not going to work because I'm in the bath and I'm starting to realize that's not a really good idea. But we're going to try and get through this one, so let's hope. So right now I have a sheet mask on, as y'all can tell. I'm trying really hard not to flash y'all. So it's a Soo AE Nature Collagen Essence Mask in the green tea. So we're trying this one. I've tried it before. I wasn't super impressed last time, but we're going to try it again and see how we feel about it. I also have conditioner in my hair, and I am letting it sit, so maybe my hair won't be as bad. And I just leaned back in my tub, and that's why y'all got the weird double chin thing going on. Okay, so I'm trying to think of what I want tonight's topic to be. I feel so bad because I really have like recorded 4 of these videos and like tried to have earth-shattering conversations with y'all and realizations, and I think I'm just gonna have to go through and like do these conversations again. But I feel like I'm not gonna give y'all all the details that I gave y'all while I'm like sitting here recording in the tub, because the tub is like my sanctuary. When I'm in the tub, I feel relaxed. This is my thing that I do for myself at least once or twice a week, to try and make sure that I'm okay, and it's like mentally helpful to me, for me to record these and talk to y'all, even if y'all don't get to see them because I flashed something I don't want to. So tonight I actually wanted to do the topic of online dating for several reasons. So I'm on the online dating site OkCupid, and it's really funny because you get a lot of mixed people on there. I've also been on Plenty of Fish before, which is how I originally met a guy I was going to date. Like we talked for, I want to say, for a few months, and we were talking like 24/7 all the time. And long story short, he hooked up with somebody that I knew well. And they're engaged now. I'm actually really happy for them. I don't talk to them as much anymore. No hard feelings, no bitterness, no nothing like that. It's working out really well for them, and I'm kind of glad that I was able to bring them together, because they had known each other before but hadn't hooked up before. And then like we ended up going on this little trip, and I invited him so I would have like some company, and I guess they kind of hit it off again, so it's cool, but I haven't been on Plenty of Fish since then. Maybe I am a little bitter, who knows. Anyway, so back to online dating. I've gone on several dates from OkCupid. I've been on there on and off, probably, it's 2017 now, so probably since 2014. And I had really low self-esteem, and I still kind of do, so online dating just kind of came natural to me, and there's another reason why, and I'll get into that in a little while. But so you get really weird people on OkCupid. You get really cool people, like the girl that ended up dating the guy from Plenty of Fish. I ran into her on OkCupid. She was best friends with another friend that I knew from like middle school and high school, and we actually went on like, it wasn't really a date, it was kind of like a friend date. Like we were trying to be friends, but at the time she is bisexual, I believe. But she had been in a relationship with a girl before. I have never been in a relationship with a girl. I have had 2 really intense crushes on girls. One is still, well, they're both still like my really good friends now. Both off limits for different reasons than each other, but no, those are my 2 girl crushes. I've never been in a relationship with a girl before, but I do consider myself biromantic and asexual, and we'll get into that a little bit later. But I consider myself biromantic, though I have only really ever been in love with two guys. And I don't know if it's love. I believe one was kind of like that middle school, elementary school, high school puppy love. Like, we dated off and on probably from, I think it was technically 4th or 5th grade. Like, we went through all the drama together. We went through the school dances together. We went through me flirting with his friends when he pissed me off, which, guys and girls, don't do that. That is such a shitty thing to do. Like, don't go and flirt with somebody else's friends. That is something that I did when I was in, like, 6th grade. And if you're still doing that in your adulthood, like, grow up. Like, it's different if there's an actual, like, feeling. But if you're just doing it to piss somebody off, grow the hell up. And I say that because a person I care about really deeply has had another person do that to them. Like, they dated and broke up, and then this other person went to their friends and started sleeping with some of their friends, and that's such a shitty thing to do. Like, unless you super have feelings for the friends and then you have to sit down and talk it out, if you're just doing that to fuck with somebody's head, that's really shitty, okay? Don't do that. That is, I did not sleep around, but in 6th grade, flirting with a friend is what I did to get back at somebody. And, like, I was in 6th grade, okay? I had just hit puberty. Well, actually, I hit puberty a few years before that. But you know what I mean. Like, 6th grade's when everything's happening within our bodies, and women are fucking nuts. More nuts than they are now, because I'm pretty fucking psychotic sometimes. But even I wouldn't do that. So don't do that shit. But anyway, so we dated off and on, and I mean, it was that flirtatious thing, so I won't really call it love. We never said the I love you words to each other, so I won't call it love. The other guy that I do, like, I still deeply care about, I will say I love him. Being in love is something that is so different, and it really just depends on your definition. I do consider myself to be in love with him, even though there are various reasons as to why we cannot be together, and why we are not together. I have so much respect for him and, where he is in his life. And, this guy, I'll go ahead and tell you all the story. I met him when I was 11 years old. Like, we met a month after the 9/11 attacks. Online on America Online on AOL. We were in a Harry Potter chat room, okay? Because I love Harry Potter, hey? But I was like 11 years old, and we met there. And when you were 11 years old and you were allowed online, like, and you were allowed to talk to strangers, which you weren't supposed to, but you always did because it was kind of risky, and I did. Like, I talked to a lot of strangers. Funny enough, most of them I'm still friends with a few of them. Over time, we've lost, like, contact with some of the others, which is perfectly okay. Life goes on. But back then, like, I felt like these people knew me really well. Like, we bonded, okay? Harry Potter was a significant bond that we had. Anyway, so I started talking to this guy then, and we were quote-unquote dating other people because at 11 we had online girlfriends and boyfriends. Like, this was back before the dating sites. But we would, like, call each other boyfriend and girlfriend, even though it was strictly online. And so we started dating online. But at the time when we first met, I was dating another guy online. And I don't know if he was dating another girl or not. Like, he was a player. He kind of got around. But, like, I was a player in real life. Like, when I was 9 years old, I had 4 boyfriends, okay? But at 11, like, I didn't have shit. No, I did. I had a crush on a guy in my class. This was before I had started dating the other dude. I knew the other dude. We were friends, but this was before we had, like, started dating, which came about later in, like, 5th grade and 6th grade. But I had a crush on 2 guys. One kid I had known since, like, 1st grade. And then the other kid I met in 4th grade. Yeah, and I had a crush on both of them. They were so cute for different reasons. Like, it was really funny because one was a total nerd, and he's still a nerd today, and I say that with the utmost respect. He has made such a great life for himself, and I'm so proud of him. The other guy I have nothing to do with. He was kind of like the jock, and I was that really annoying girl to have a crush on you, so respect to him for putting up with that bullshit. Because I was not, like, if I had a crush on you, I was going to write you notes and try and talk to you and try and play kickball with you and dodgeball. And it's okay if you hit me on the head with the ball, because I knew. Like, I knew. But anyway, so back to the story of, like, online dating this kid. So we met, and I was dating another guy. I'm not sure. I think he was dating either another girl or a few girls, but our group would always kind of like rotate towards each other, and we would always go off on these private chats together. Not him and I, like the whole group. And over time, like I don't know how, like we started talking in IM, in instant messenger. And over time, like I developed like heavy feelings for this dude. It was kind of funny. Because I was still dating this other guy, and this other guy, like, hated him. It was so dramatic to be online. It really was. Like, I feel like I could write a teenage soap opera about all the shit that happened online. But, anyway, so, yeah, I'm still dating this other guy, and he hates this guy. We're gonna start naming these guys so I can keep it up. So I was dating a guy named Jay, and this guy, we'll call him Shawn. Yeah, we'll call him Shawn. And I liked Shawn a lot. Like, from the minute we started talking, I really enjoyed talking to him. But I was with Jay, and I had been dating Jay for, like, it was online, so probably a few months. I want to say since, like, it had to be during the summer, because during the summer is when we got the computer, and, like, we lived in the podunk little town. I had nothing to do during the summer, so I'm pretty sure the summer is when I started dating Jay, like, before this guy Shawn came around, okay? Well, anyway, so this thing is just not wanting to stay. So, yeah. Well, when Shawn came around, and we started talking in IM, we became, like, really good friends really fast. We really clicked. We were both kind of gothic already, and, like, he's going to hate me for calling him gothic. We were both kind of emo, punk, grunge, gothic, whatever y'all want to call it. We were emotional, angsty teenagers who had no lives. And I don't know how it happened. At some point, Shawn and I started dating, and Jay kind of like went off on his own little thing, and we found out that Shawn was online dating another girl, which was super, like, not okay. Okay, like, that was not okay, and I ended up being friends with the other girl, and there's just a whole bunch of drama that went on. I'll probably do, like, an episode list and do, like, a little episode of each and just tell y'all about that. But anyway, so somehow this Shawn guy and I have kept in contact for 16 years almost, okay? So I believe it's November 17th is when we officially started, like, talking to each other. So I'm not 100% positive on the date. It was like a few days before Thanksgiving, and because I have this yearly tradition ever since I was a teenager of teasing him about tofurkey. But anyway, so almost 16 years now, more than half of our lives, we have kept in contact, and, like, I really fell for him, like, fell and feel, it's those words combined. I really care about him. I still do. I think I always will at this point, and we know that about each other, and we met offline, and he was really sweet, and it was kind of like there was some awkwardness because my mom had been in the hospital and all this other stuff. But I really liked this kid. So that was my first experience online dating. Now, fast forward, I'm on OkCupid, and these guys I'm actually meeting in real life. And, like, the first guy I met, we went on, like, 3 dates, and he told me I had to lose weight, which I was really big at the time, y'all. Like, I was probably pushing 370. And we met, and he told me I would have to lose weight if I wanted to continue dating him, which I took major offense to. And we went on another date after that, and then that was it. Like, I wouldn't return his messages or anything. I was like, girl, I'm not really sorry about it, because there was always something wrong with me. Like, from the first date, it was needing to lose weight. Even though I showed this guy full body pictures clothed, but full body pictures, and I wasn't trying to lie to him. On my profile it says I'm fat. Like, I was being open and honest with him. We kind of had that, and at the same time, like, on the first date he's wanting to hold hands and kiss, and I don't do that. Like, hold hands, okay, but I'm not going to kiss you on the first date. More to that later. So he didn't work out, and then I ended up trying to see this guy who I really liked. He was super cute, but our schedules just really didn't coincide with each other, and we tried to hang out several times, and it just never worked out. He came down to the coast, and he was staying in a hotel room, and he invited me over to the hotel room, and I mistook it, thinking he was, like, wanting to have sex, and I'm not down for that either. And I told him that, and I was just trying to be honest. I didn't think I said it in a rude way, but apparently he invited some other girls to hang out too, and we all kind of took it the same way, and it really aggravated him, which I can understand, because he's a really sweet guy. He didn't mean it like that, but this day and age, that's kind of where everything goes to. Let's see. I feel like there were 2 other guys I met from OkCupid in real life, not counting the guy from Plenty of Fish. And it's never worked out very well. Well, of course I met the girl from OkCupid as well. But it's never worked out very well. So then I did get on Tinder. And I've talked to several guys through Tinder, 2 of them for quite a while. And then we just never met up. Like, both of them were in a town about an hour and a half north of us, and we just never hooked up. I still get text messages from one of them every now and again, but it never became anything. So I'm still on OkCupid, and I'm just kind of laughing at some of these messages that I get. So it lists on there that I am bisexual, because it doesn't list asexual. Like I said, I consider myself asexual and biromantic. Well, I got this message from this guy, and he was really sweet. I get really annoyed with open liners like, hey. Like, no, tell me something. Tell me something earth-shattering. Like, let's have a conversation. Like, I'm more than willing to start one up, but it's hard to reply to just, hey. But this guy sent me something. He was like, how come you never smile in your pictures? And I don't smile a lot, but that's because for most of my life I was told that I did not have a pretty smile. One, because of the fluoride stains on my teeth. So yes, I've never had a cavity, but I have fluoride stains, and I hate them because my teeth always look nasty to me. And then when I smile with my mouth closed, I have a flat smile. Like, my smile doesn't go up, it stays flat. So I've always been told that my smile is not very pretty, so I don't smile a lot. And that was his question is, oh, I noticed you don't smile in your pictures. And I'm like, yeah, no, I don't. And he's like, well, I can be your reason to smile. And I'm like, okay, he's smooth. So we'll keep talking, and we did keep talking. And after, I'm not on there a lot. I get on there probably about once a week. And we were replying back and forth, and then, like, last week, or the last time I checked, it was like a weird message. It was like, oh, I noticed you listed that you're bisexual. And I was like, yes, I like girls and guys romantically. And he's like, oh, well, I can cure you of that. I don't think he meant it in any specific way. Like, he could cure me of my bisexualness. I think he meant it as in he could be the only person that I, like, look for or something like that, maybe. But it kind of hit me the wrong way, especially with the state of things. And I am heavily supportive of gay rights, which I hate calling them gay rights. They're basic human rights. So that's how I feel about that. Just putting that out there for y'all. But the way he said it kind of threw me off, and I haven't messaged him back. And then I had the message from a young woman who is very, very gorgeous. And she's like, hey, I think you're really pretty. I think you're cute. So does my husband. We want to meet up and talk. And I completely support polyamory. I have some friends who are in that type of relationship. I have no problem with it. I have no problem talking to people like that. So we started talking. Haven't really heard back from her much, though, because she is extremely busy. She is a professional in the area. So that's always interesting. And then I have 2 girls that I'm talking to. and another guy that I'm talking to on there. And the guy actually is, like, I knew him in school. Well, I knew of him in school. We knew of each other, and it's been 20 minutes, so I can take this off. Okay. But we didn't really go in the same circles. And I don't know if anybody else does this, but I like to rub the mask around to kind of get the serum in there and see what it does to the skin. This actually looks like it might have brightened my skin this time around. Maybe it was worth giving it a second shot. It really didn't have that bad of a smell, and besides for that one little piece right across here, I don't have a problem with it. But, okay. So anyway, get that all rubbed around in there behind the ears, because I want youthful ears. But, so that's the story, and that's, I guess, like a bunch of stories kind of combined into one. And a little mask review too on top of that. Honestly, I'm kind of impressed with this mask right now. I really didn't like it when I first tried it, when I bought it. Maybe it's because I didn't spend the money on it this time. I don't know. But it's not bad. I see like little raw marks on my face, but I'm in the middle of finals week, and I have 2 group projects and 3 finals that I'm studying for. So I am a little stressed. Oh, and I also accepted 2 job offers, while still keeping my Ulta job and doing this on the side and trying to do the other job, which I haven't talked to y'all about. I did make a video about, but it was one of the ones that ended up being erased. Excuse me. So I'm definitely gonna have to remake that one for y'all. It's side hustle that I have going on. Hustle. And we're gonna see how it works. Maybe I won't ever have to work again. Who knows. But anyway, so that's this video. See if I can get these uploaded for y'all. And yeah, that's it. Y'all have a great night. See y'all later.